G'day fellas and welcome to Beyond All Reason. We're here with some more live gameplay action on the front line, and I am playing as the Cortex, a faction that I'm not particularly familiar with. I tell you what, there's some similarities between them and between the ARM, but I do normally prefer to play the ARM, but I'm keen to see exactly how we can do today. So we're going to start off just by throwing down our solar collector here as soon as we stall out on our energy, and then once we hit 30%, we'll go back over just to finish it off. I think we're going to go up to a total of 2 solar collectors just to start with, and we're going to open up with bots. I think that is pretty reasonable here. Now, I am going to be looking to try and take control of the pass relatively early. I'm in my favorite spot on this map, and hopefully we can carry the game. We are the highest true skill rating in this game, so we're going to be looking to be as impactful as we possibly can here. So I'm going to open up with I think we'll go with a Grave Robber, and then we'll open up with 2 construction bots, and then we'll go into 5 grunts, and then we'll follow up with a couple more construction bots after that. But I think it's time for us to throw down some wind turbines, so let's begin by just doing that. Not too many we've been able to throw down just for now. We want to make sure that we have the ability to leave our base, so let's just make sure that we throw those down now. And our Grave Robber, he's going to start by taking these rocks, and I think we can just, let's play a little bit safe with him first, and we'll put him in control group 3. We'll put an auto group on that one as well, and we're really struggling right now. The wind is not the highest, so we're not going to power this guy out, because if we did, we wouldn't have enough wind or enough energy to continue pumping out these wind turbines. So we're just going to sit here, just going to chill for the moment, and if that wind does decide to turn up, then we are going to make sure that we help out immediately. Let's see, we're up to 8.5. I think we're just going to still need to continue adding in more and more wind turbines for the moment. Let's move up. I'm kind of tempted. I think I'm just going to throw down a laser for now as well, just because I don't have ticks. I think I also might throw down a radar as well. I think that could be quite helpful. And let's just boost this guy out for now, and we might just get him started out here. Actually, I think I'm going to go take this one first. Just get out here and begin to draw these battle lines. Make my way up towards the front. Let's help you out there, sir. So we've got our radar up, so we know exactly where our enemy is. And you can see Blue Boyo is just moving out very, very early on here. I'm kind of tempted. Let's just cancel that. We don't see anything for the moment, so I'm just going to sit here. I think we do a couple more construction bots, and then we'll go into grunts. Just because I don't see anything out here at the moment. Actually, whoa, hold on a minute. That's not what I wanted to see. There we go. So we're definitely being a bit greedy here, so I think we'll go this last construction bot right now, and then we'll push out with our commander up towards that front line. And this construction bot is going to go up on the inside like that. Now, we also need to think about getting down an energy storage, so I'll do that before I leave as well, though it's going to be a little bit tight. I think we might have to come back for that with a construction bot here. This guy can come out and build that one. And now we can go into grunts. So I think we got up to about 15 grunts here. In fact, we are playing the pass, so maybe it makes a good sense just to go for 10, and then we'll start going into aggravators. I think that could be good. So we'll put these guys in alt group 1. We're making 3 mexes at the same time. Geez, that's always fun, isn't it? And we probably need to start thinking about getting down a couple of energy converters. So I might put down those in the front of my base here, and we'll just put the 2 down for now. So stalling out on the metal is never a fun position to be, but let's keep on moving down. Let's have a look and see. Okay, we are still picking up the metal at the moment. We can see it looks like orange is here on the front, so we should be able to take this out no matter what it is, unless it's a tank or something. It's only a tick, so let's just look to come up here. We'll be able to clean that up, so that is nice. And let's see, we might leave that there, but let's bring these guys out over on that side. Commander, I need you to come up. Let's grab that, and now you can see we've got some grunts coming out, but that's fine. So he's got 3 grunts at the moment, so let's just come right up to the front like that, and we're going to keep bringing in units just for now, and then I think we might go into some more construction bots, because we are going to need... Oh, are you not making anything? Excuse me, sir. Let's put some construction down here, and then I'm just going to go into some wind turbines, so we want to try and scale that energy. All right, so we're looking good on the front for the moment. We might push up and challenge that with our commander first, or maybe we just take the mechs. I did want to come and stand in front of that, just in case, and you can see that we are struggling a little bit with our energy economy, but we should be okay. I don't have the option to degun here, which is a little bit dangerous, but we'll lead with the commander and begin to push into this pass. He doesn't know I can't degun here. So we got the range advantage here. So we're going to push forward like this. We take out the mechs, which is absolutely fine, and we're going to come up like that. He's got to be very careful. He doesn't know exactly what kind of threat we've got So we're gonna D-gun, and I'm definitely making a mistake adding in. We gotta get these down right now. Commander's fighting it out. I think I can just take him out. I suspect I can probably. Oh, he's got a lot of units back there actually. All right, we hold on for a little bit longer. I think we'll just throw one of these down. I'll stand in front so he can't D-gun it as well. And let's get that in. And meanwhile, behind this, let's do that and that and that and get you up to the front. And now we've got our aggravator, which is coming in here. Let's just make sure we've got our separate locations that we're standing in, and that guy can come in here. So we've got 3 aggravators making their way towards the front. Now, I'm going to want to go for a very early... I think we just go straight for a warden. We get that bad boy up here, and then that'll knock out his 3.2. But I don't want to go too forward with that, so I'm just going to start by putting it there. And now the aggravator will be able to fire down. Let's get back over here and throw down another turret for the moment. So we'll go up to 4. So the aggravator's definitely going to be able to... Oh, let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. I don't want to stall out just yet. You can see I'm starting to stack up quite a bit of metal here. So what I'm going to do is also just throw down a metal storage, just in case. And I'm just going to put this on repeat for the moment, just to make sure that we're safe on this front. And I can start thinking about my next goals. What are my next goals here? So Commander's going to help out with this. We'll also get a repair turret out on the front here. Do we have any T2 available yet? Can I... Oh, here we go. Can I buy T2? So let's ask that for our teammates, and then we'll get ready to send that straight away. And we've got to be careful here. So we can just keep pushing up right now. Yep, says Dariesta. So Dariesta, we're going to send you 420 metal. There we go. Perfect. So send that over to him. So we're all good on that front, and we're... Wonderful. That is exactly what I want to hear. So Dariesta's going to hook us up. Oh, wait, did we send it to the... Yeah, we sent it to the right person. Cool. So we've managed to secure the front. We're going to keep pushing up for the moment. One of the things I'm just a little bit careful or fearful of is this angle right here. So I'm going to pull back. Commander is moving up as well. It looks like he's going for something. So we can actually just hit it down. Is he trying to combo me? I think he might be. He's got a pretty decent... D-gun right there. That was actually quite good by him. That was a little bit of a mistake for me committing that much to it, but it's fine. We do take the reclaim field. And we can probably just keep pushing up on that front. Starting to run out. So I think it's time for us... We're going to continue adding in solar, or rather, wind. But I want to get in my advanced solars. We need to start scaling that really, really, really soon. And I heard T2 detected. Let's push in over onto this position. Have I got any idols? I do have an idol back here, so we'll just get him to... Oh, that's awkward, isn't it? Come over here, mate. You're standing right on the spot. So we've cleaned up this little front for now. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's make sure we reclaim all of that as well. And we're just going to keep pumping out AKs for the moment. I don't think we need any more construction bots, so we'll just keep pumping that. And I think we probably put a couple of these guys just to assist with this. So let's go you, and you can just come over here right now. Commander is under attack. Commander, what are you doing right now? He's got no D-gun either, so we're going to be ultra careful with that. Oh, Commander, back yourself out, boy. I'm really struggling with energy this game. So that was a bit of a mistake. We're going to have to fall back here. We've got the repairs back here if we do need it. I'm going to throw down just some Dragon's Teeth, or one of these things as well. These guys are really, really good if the enemy tries to push through. So we've denied 3 mexes from him at the moment, so I think we've got a nice little lead. Okay, now that our energy started to build up, we need to scale that build power, so let's do that now. Let's assist with this, and this is going to be our last wind turbine that we make in that position, and then we're going to go straight into our advanced solar. So let's just make sure it's within range of our... with our nanos. We can probably even go up to about 4 here. In fact, I want to stay away from that position right there. Let's put these... Oh, gosh, I tell you what, my keybinds are not the best right now. Let's put them like that. I think 8 is probably a decent number. And now we're just going to come out here, and we are just going to upgrade all of our mexes. Let's just make sure we hit all of them. So something like that should be fine. We've got a couple of construction bots here, but we're still struggling with energy. Man, I tell you what, the wind has not been kind to us this game. He has not been kind to us at all. We have really been suffering here. So let's throw down a Castro. I think we can jam this area. That's probably a good idea. And I kind of want to push up, but the thing is, he does have he's got relatively strong units over there. So I think we just kind of hold for the moment. We've managed to gain ourselves a pretty decent lead here. So I'm going to keep expanding out with my wind, and we've started to stall out. So I think we probably waited a little bit too long. I think I'm actually going to stop making units right now. So with me not making units anymore, I think I can probably go ahead and just put this down now. Right there. And now we can move on with that. And then these guys can focus that. Because we've got the advanced solars coming up. So I think we just go into 4 advanced solars. I don't think we'll need more than that, because then we'll go into our fusion. And at the front, we've got that jammer coming up. Where's the commander? Get in on that jammer. Is that... Are they Mortys already? Sheldons? That's quite early. Let's see if we can force them back. That's definitely Sheldons. I recognize those anywhere. He's got a lot of Centurions, though. So now we're going to get that block in. So if he's got line of sight, we might be in a little bit of trouble here. Those Sheldons just holding it down for the moment. Keep in mind, repair is free. But whether we're going to be able to keep up... Is he just forcing the ground right there? Oh, I tell you what, not the best spot right now for us. Let's pull these guys back. This is a little bit worrisome. Because if we lose that, which we are going to, we don't have any real way to deal with the Centurions. So might be a good idea. I mean, we can't really go into T2 either. We can probably go into Aggravators, though. I think we just look to mass... Where is he getting this line of sight from? He's got incredible line of sight right now. So we might have to think about just giving up this front. Yeah, he's going... you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to sit here cloaked. Do I have the energy for it? I'm going to just try and sneak in a little D-gun. I think that's the best way we deal with this. Oh, no. Commander. The worst possible timing right there. He came out right as our energy just dropped. Let's try and get around the edge here. We're just gonna sit. Oh, that was really bad for me. Oh, that was really, really tough. Let's keep going. Yeah, this is not good. We needed to secure that with the commander, but we didn't find it. But fortunately, we got coverage coming in from Blue Boyo. Thank you, Blue Boyo. Helping a brother out right now. Do we have air? We need fighters. We need more fighters. He's gone T2 already. Please. Just in case. Commander's holding for the moment. We're sitting on a lot of metal here. A lot of energy. Let's keep trying to scale. All right. Commander is back. Let's get out a whole bunch of grave robbers at this point. And we're going to slowly convert this over. I think we can even afford to get a couple more cons on this. Just for now. Because we do have that fusion up. I totally forgot about the fact that we had the fusion up. So that gives us a whole bunch more energy to work with. But let's see if we can start with this energy. In fact, I'm just going to stop producing right now because we're going to have the grave robbers together. We're just going to reclaim this entire field. Let's go, and we're going to put down our advanced lab immediately. How are we doing on the right side? They're pushing in pretty well. So what unit comp are we going to go for over here? I think we can probably... I think we just move straight into Sheldons, actually. I think that's probably going to be the best bet. So let's start with 10 Sheldons. Surprise, motherfucker. All right, I got surprised. It's not a big deal. I mean, we've got reclaim if we need it. And I think we're just going to get him back. Was he trying to get me back? I feel like he was. He was trying to bring me up. All right, so we got the Sheldons out. And then we'll go into one Augur, one Deceiver. Because we're having a lot of trouble over here. But we'll bring our comm back up. And then we'll try and start pushing out more. Let's keep expanding. we're really struggling against these enemy Sheldons, so hopefully with our own jammers, we can think about, we don't really have scouts that we can spam at them. We're gonna have to back away. I don't think we get the comm, unfortunately, not today. We need to get to that critical number. Did we manage to get our... It doesn't look like we got them in just yet. Is he attacking my wreckage? Oh, can you believe this guy? He's attacking my wreckage right now. Can you believe that? Oh, we're in trouble. Oh my lord, we're in trouble. Oh, we are actually in trouble right now. I have not carried anywhere near hard enough at this point. We are really struggling. They had some good pressure. Indeed, they're doing well. Are they tigers as well? Yeah, man, they got everything out right now. So we can deal with the enemy with Junos. So we need Junos out ASAP. So let's get some of that down. We also need we need more build power here. So let's start by doing some of that. We probably want to get our next T2 out as well. We've got to make sure that we don't lose these massive reclaim field here, but I don't really have the ability to get control of it.
Metal extractor lost.
Oh, that's not good. We need a bot lab. Oh my gosh. Oh my lord. So we've got stilettos out at least. That, you know what? I mean, it's not really my job, right? But the thing is, what do we got back here? I mean, Mango's just chilling. He's having a good time. How many people have we got ecoing here? Looks like too many, unfortunately. That's probably on me for not... I mean, I think I needed to guide them, right? Like, I came into the game and I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I'll just play it out.
Warning. Your team is down to
But the reality is, I didn't tell them what to do, and so now they're all dying. So it makes it really, really hard from my perspective right now, just because if everyone's ecoing, like, this guy's just still making APHIS at this point. And he's T2 air already, which is quite early to have that. All right. Oh. Yeah, we're losing out on everything. I think that's it. Didn't have the power. Not today. Can we still fight, though? That's the question. I mean, we're not resigning just yet. We got the Juno out. Nope, I guess we're not. I could have finished the vote, or end the vote, but I think it was well and truly over. Didn't play as well as we should have. Didn't play as well as we could have. And the game goes the way that it does. So, definitely could have played better if looking back on it. You know what? I'm going to do a quick replay review. Let's take a look and see what we could have done better here. So, let's jump into it. I want to take a look and see how I could have improved that. So I definitely think my opening needed a lot of work. I stalled out on metal, and that's one of the worst things that you can do. So probably I went a bit too greedy with my construction bots. You know, I think I spent all of my metal before I left the base, which is a big mistake. I think I should leave probably like 100 to 200, just so that I'm kind of getting out there on the map and my cons can do what they need to. So I think that's a big issue. I also don't think I was particularly impactful in my lane. I won, but I didn't manage to like push through anything. Like, compare that to Red, how far he was really, really deep down that. So let's keep going here. All right, sometimes you press the skip button, but it doesn't skip. All right, so let's speed it up. So just taking a look at the opening once again. So it's all good up until this point. Let's ride on board with our perspective. So, to be honest, we got pretty hard done by wind. You know, one of the things I'd love to see in like the post game would be just like a wind graph of what the wind was doing that game. You know, up until the point, because some games you play, you literally have 16 wind the entire game, and then some games you play, you have 0 wind. It's kind of scary. So yeah, at this point here, I'm completely sold out. There are 5 things I'm trying to do with my metal, and I just don't have the metal for it. So everything stalls. It stalls progression on every single front. I don't have the metal, like, for units. I don't have the metal to make my energy storage. I don't have the metal to make these mexes. So this is a massive mistake. So I think I spent too long in the base with the commander. Needed to come out a bit sooner than this. That's definitely a big factor here. And then, so we continue pushing up. I feel like I made the right amount of units, but a big question I think was probably, maybe I didn't look to get that jammer in particularly early. So I think maybe looking for like Dragon's Teeth at the front, a jammer behind, and then stop making units completely, go T2. I think that could be the play. Because it definitely felt, and I think that's another thing to note, is that I felt like yeah, there you can see like wins down at 3.5. But I didn't scale my energy early enough either. Like at this point, I feel like these guys needed to be scaling, but I didn't have the build power here necessarily to justify moving them onto energy already. But yeah, it's always really tough. So how many wins was I on here? 7 wins. Definitely too much build power early on. So that's one of the things I need to look at to improve. So I think overall, like, the play on the front here was fine. I lost the commander, which was a mistake as well. And I also made that mistake with the D-gun. I had plenty of energy saved up inside the bank, but obviously every second I'm moving the commander, it costs 1,000 energy to do that. So he came out at the worst time, and I had no energy left for a D-gun either. So that was really tough. So now that we've got a little bit of wind in our back pocket, you know, I think we really got hard done by with that wind. It stalled us out on so many fronts. But let's keep watching. So we'll speed it up a little bit. So even at this point, I'm still really happy with how this is going, with the exception of that little bit of macro. And I think we get our T2 in now, but we haven't scaled our energy enough to justify the T2 yet. So this is a pretty early T2, about 7 minutes. It's about when you'd expect it, right? But I have done very poorly with scaling. My build power has been scaled well, but my energy has not scaled well at all. And you can see we're still getting just absolutely destroyed by the wind here. And this is a consequence of, you know, or the consequence of this is that, you know, because I didn't invest in my advanced solars early enough and move into them, and now I'm just, I don't have enough energy. And it creates this really awkward position where I can't transition into my advanced metal extractors because I don't have the energy to support going for them. So I'm in this awkward spot where I kind of want to make AMEXs, but I also want to make a solar. So yeah, it's not a good spot. So we continue pushing up at this point. Things are still going really well, I think, here. Our ally is holding over on their side. They've got their jammer up. They've got the Dragon's Teeth at the front. They've got their shell shockers here. So everything is stalled out. Man, look at you guys got to take these medals, man. Anyway, we'll focus on our game, not focus on our allies, because remember, at the end of the day, I'm not going to be playing with those guys again, or at least if I am, you know, I'm going to be the consistent factor, not them. Yeah, I think so. Scaling the energy was definitely something I needed to fix. Commander positioning was not the best. And I think another big thing is telling my allies what to do, or telling them that I need help. I don't think I communicated once that I needed help in this game. And I've got 2 allies that are both reclaiming labs. So normally you'd have like this guy teching, or this guy going eco, or not all, but ends. Like this guy teching and this guy going eco, and this guy going air. But this guy's gone T2 air at 9 minutes. So every single one of our 3 players on the back line has gone teching. And technically our 4th player has as well, which is a bit of a mistake. And I think that's definitely my own fault for not commanding. Because sometimes I will very much, like, I'll be active. I'll be like, okay, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're coming out, you're going here. I'll put a thing that it says, like, you air, you go tech, and then you, like, focus eco. Something like that. And that gives a little bit of guidance. Because, you know, sometimes people will say, oh no, I'm not doing that, and then you can kind of cover, right? Like, because I've had people in this position that just refuse to play air. So then that kind of tells you, okay, well, I can go into fighters. You know, maybe instead of me going for T2, I can go into fighters, and then at least build up, you know, some kind of response for fighters. But yeah, judging by the way that this was played, like, I didn't expect the Sheldons to come here so quickly from this guy. So this is from his backliner. So his backliner has gone for T2 as well. He's done a pretty decent job here on the timing. Obviously could be quicker, but definitely didn't expect them to be out this early. And he does a really good job in just focusing this down. How does he actually see this? I'm curious how he's finding this, because we get the jammer. He's got massive line of sight. Where is that line of sight coming from? Does he have a tick in here that I don't see? Where is it? Is it just the rockets? Because surely why is the GAT gun not firing? Does the GAT gun not see these units? Oh, the GAT gun doesn't have line of sight. I gotta set up a perimeter camera. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. I needed a perimeter camera here. So then the GAT, oh my God, it all makes sense. Okay, so if the GAT gun can see these units, then the units can't see the GAT gun, because the units would be dead, because the GAT gun would have killed them. Oh man, it's the little things, right? Like, we'll get there eventually, but I think overall, like, it just felt very wonky. And I think this is one of the things, right? Like, when you get caught off balance, and I will say right now, this is not me trying to make excuses or anything like that. This is just me trying to analyze exactly what's happened. So it's like, okay, we start out with excess metal usage. Okay, so to the point where, you know, I've got 5 things that I'm trying to do and I can't do any of them. And you don't want to be in that situation. You want to make sure that all of your units are always on the move and you've always got the resources that you need. That's the perfect situation. But at the same time that you don't have them, you don't have, I shouldn't use the word excess, because excess kind of implies that we're talking about, you know, having too much metal. You know, too much metal usage early on. And too much metal usage on delays. So if we were to like do this, we say like delays wind, and then because it's delaying wind, we also delay our advanced solar, and because we delay our advanced solar, our timings for our advanced mexes are delayed, and you can see where it's all going from here. It's like it just begins to affect everything as a result of that. So it's really painful. And then onto the front, I mean, my T2 is delayed, but it's not particularly late. So I think that's a good lesson to learn right here. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. It's kind of like this balance, right? In that there was a point where I had like 4 construction bots making wind, which you don't want to have, right? Like, you just want to put 2 on wind and just leave them. And the reason why I had that was because I had gone too late to wind and I had way too much build power not doing anything. So I think it really demonstrates the fact that you need to be flexible, but you also need to have your build order nailed down pretty well in the opening stages of the game and know what you need to do and actively go about doing it. We didn't get helped out by the wind, but overall, I think look, even though we didn't win, I'm happy with how this game went, because I feel like we've learned a lot from it. But other than that, we'll leave it there. If you've got any feedback, if you've got any suggestions, if you've got any improvements that you think I can make, please let me know. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.